Hello everybody, it is Nicole from Ikiwi, and today we are drawing Marinette from Miraculous Ladybug. So let's not waste any time and hop right into the video. Some of you may be wondering, we didn't vote for this, and the reason is because I created this series to just draw characters that I wanted to draw, since sometimes voting doesn't really go in my favor. You still get to vote in the other fan art series as well as the Winx series, but this series just lets me draw characters that I want to draw and also gives me more time between counting votes and creating the videos. So instead of voting, feel free to leave suggestions of other characters. I'm always open to new ideas and new characters, whether they're popular or not, and I will add them to our very long list. So as a quick disclaimer, I only watched the first season so far, so yes, I am very behind, but this was based solely on that. So for the sketch, I wanted to show both versions of Marinette, and I also wanted to do this because I felt like it would make the image more dynamic, but also give me a reason to draw her normally as well as her Ladybug version. Typically, I don't really draw one character more than once, which is why a lot of my original art and characters are never exactly the same. I tend to struggle to draw the same character consistently, but let me know if I did alright in this piece. So for Ladybug, I wanted to have a more action-y pose, and I wanted Marinette to be more reserved, just to show the different sides of her. And I also included Tiki in the middle to tie the two together. For the coloring, it was relatively easy because luckily her skin and hair colors were the same, and I didn't have to set aside another set of markers for each character. For her hair, I noticed it was more of a blue tint, so I chose 3 markers to color it. First, I color all of her hair with the highlight color, which is why it's a very light blue. And then I follow with the mid-tone and leave areas where the highlight would be alone. And then I finish it off with the darkest blue and blend it with the previous markers to try and make it a seamless blend. For Ladybug, I actually started coloring red around where her black dots would be because they were outlined in red pencil and would disappear under the marker if I colored it all. However, I quickly realized that it would be very difficult to shade if I had to go around all the dots, so halfway through, I ended up coloring in the dots with marker and then used a fine liner, one that dries quickly and doesn't really smear, and outlined all the circles. That way, I could see the outlines of the circles and shade with the red easily without having to go around them all. So after the fine liner dried, I colored and shaded the red as normal. And I'll be sure to list and link all the materials that I use in this video in the description. For the line art, I used the Arteza Twimarker pens, and I wanted to keep the colored line art because the animation is CG, so there's not really any harsh black lines. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the outcome. However, I will say that I feel like Ladybug's pose feels a little stiffer than I had originally planned. But other than that, I was really glad I was able to draw Marinette again, and I'm pretty sure the last time I drew her was years ago. You can find it somewhere on my Instagram, but you have to scroll back really far. So it was fun drawing her in her Ladybug form and her normal form. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified of when a new video comes out. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Keep drawing, keep creating, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!